So here we are today with Jorge Maique, with a Q, everybody. Jorge Maique, Maique. He gets asked a lot whether it's with a Q or a K. And he is now working with us at Casa Carrillo and at E.P. Carrillo. And we're very happy to have him here in Miami and have this opportunity to chat with him and get to know him a little better. So, Maique, tell us a little bit about your history with cigars, meaning did you grow up around cigars? What took you to want to learn more about them?
Okay, first of all, thank you for having me here. No, and about my history, I was not real with the family history in tobacco business, but my father was a smoker. He smokes 10 cigars a day, and then I always loved the aroma, and I said, "Wow, smell nice." And then sometimes we discuss about it. He tried to explain me the difference between one and another cigar, but it was more than curiosity. I said, I would like to learn. I would like to know more about this. Why the same cigar, or for me at that time, two cigars which were similar, one has a different aroma from the other one. And then there is a lot of secrets inside, what is behind inside the cigar, what makes it that different.
So, Micah grew up in Cuba, and he is one of the people that is responsible for the very, very famous, some say the most famous cigar ever, the Cohiba Behike. So we will get to that part of the story, but when did you start actually working in the cigar industry? How old were you? And
No, I started. I finished university and I went to at that time was the name of the company was Cuba Tobacco. And then when I arrived, they asked me, what do you want to do? What do you want to know? What do you know about cigars? What do you know about tobacco? Or what would you like to do? And then I studied university. I said, well, maybe marketing, maybe sales. But I met at that time a lot of people were responsible for raw material activities. And then even if I started in marketing, when I saw those guys smoking a cigar and they were able to say, how good is that farm? Oh, that farm is amazing. I said, how is possible? How those guys, how they know where the tobacco is coming? How they know they're smoking tobacco from one area or other area? I mean, in Cuba, there are different areas, Pinar del Rio, El Tabajo, San Juan, San Luis. But for me, it was something amazing. How this guy is able to say, this cigar from San Juan, the tobacco from San Luis, is like this or like that. And I said, I want to be like them. I want to be like those guys. And I said, I went to see at that time, the director of raw material. And I said, okay, I'm working now in marketing, but I would like to do what you are doing, what you know. He asked me, do you want to know? But if you want to know, first of all, you have to go to the tobacco plantation. You want to spend years. I said, years? He said, yes, years, working on the tobacco plantations. And I said, okay, it's a challenge. I get it. And I spent 3 years of my life working in the tobacco plantation, in the grading station, in the stripping sections, in all the activities in tobacco in the Pinar del Rio area.
This is almost like when you were younger and you like to find out about the aromas, right?
Yeah,
you wanted to find out.
To find out what is behind that. What is that? Why there is a difference between tobacco or cigar or raw material coming from one area to the other. And it was a passion. And then at that time, I realized I understood a little bit more what my father tried to explain me many years ago. Yeah, many years ago.
Was your father still alive at that time?
At that time, he was still alive. Yeah.
Did you talk a lot about cigars with him now?
We talk a lot, and we smoke together. He used to come every Sunday to the house. We smoke a cigar. We talk a little bit, and sometimes we drink some rum as well, some Cuban rum. For me, it was part of something beautiful, to have my father every Sunday having lunch with us, smoking a cigar later on. Was wonderful. It was a beautiful period of my life.
And where did you end up later? Did you go back into the marketing world, and how did that happen?
But there is another story.
Okay.
I went. First of all, I was sales reps in raw material. In some years, I was in the position of commercial director and the chief of the activity. Later on, they decide in the company. He said, now, can you take care of the cigars as well? I said, the cigars? I said, I don't know anything about cigars. What I know is about raw material. But do you want or not? I said, okay, but I don't know. I said, what do you need? I need to spend some time in the factory as well. As I did in raw material, I said, okay, send me to factory. And then I remember I spent almost 8 months working in Partagas factory.
Okay.
Because I needed to learn about it, because you know about raw material, but factory is completely different. And then I spent 8 months and I was working in all the departments, different departments in the factory as well. Yeah. And then I said, I'm ready. I'm ready. I can take care of that responsibility.
And what did that mean? What did you have to do?
At that time, in the factory, you mean?
Yeah.
In the factory, I was working in every single department. The preparing the raw material, working in a place which is called La Barajita, is where we deliver the wrapper to the roller. And I was working in packaging. I was working in all activities. But even I tried to be a roller as well.
Okay.
I went to what we call small school, la escuelita in Spanish, where all the beginners or people want to be a roller have to be there in order to learn how to roll a cigar. It was funny because I was working there. I was rolling cigars. I have to tell you that I am not a great roller. No, not at all. I remember there was a guy. He was the production manager in the factory, and I showed him my cigars. I was really happy, Oh, what I did. The guy looked at this and said, your cigar is not bad, but I think you should continue working in marketing department and sales, And I said, oh my God, you realize when you are a great or not a great roller. Not in 8 months you can be a great roller, It takes a lot of time, maybe years. And then I spent almost from 8 months, I spent almost 4 months rolling cigars. But it was another experience, And then I said, now I'm ready. I'm ready to go to that area, to cigar department, to the cigar direction, in order to be the director of the area. And I was happy because it was another experience. And then in one way, you work in raw material, and then you work in cigar, and then your experience, your background is higher. It's almost complete, Yeah.
And what cigars were you a part of with respect to marketing before the Behike? Did you help create other lines before that one, or was that
no? It was really my first experience. But after that, I went to France because the company decided to send me to France to be at the head of the company, Avanos company in France. I spent 8 years working in the French market, and the company said, okay, we need you back, and then you should come and you should take the position of marketing director. Again, I said, guys, but I am not a marketing guy. So, okay, what do you need? Well, I need to choose my team, to spend some time. But it was a real challenge because at that time, if I have a tutor, a mentor in raw material or in the cigar, in marketing was completely different. I have to learn by myself, and it was a great experience. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about, the most talked about cigar in the world.
Coming back from that, I said, okay, now an idea, we want to create the best line in the best Cuban brand, which is Cohiba. And I say, yes, what would I do? I said, no, we had to choose the best cigars or the better raw material for that. And there is a slogan in Cohiba. The slogan is, Cohiba is the selection of selection. And from other marketing from Spain, I said, no, you have to say, the selection of selection of selection. I said, guys, stop. Consumers aren't telling, And then we have to do something to create something which is different from the moment. And my experience, my background, the time I spent in raw material, I knew there was, like in Cuba, Volado Seco and Ligero, there was Medio Tiempo. And I say, maybe we have to use that one. I didn't know. I said, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work. But at the end of the day, we tried. I said, okay, I had the idea. And I said, okay, we go to the factory. First of all, we went to Pinar del Rio just to shoot the Medio Tiempo. We got the Medio Tiempo and we went to the factory. I could be sitting just in my office waiting for the blenders in the factory, but I said, no, I want to go there. I want to be part of this special project. And I went to the factory and I spent a lot of time blending with the master blenders and tried to get what finally we got as a blend for Behike.
And what was the most special part of that cigar, you think? The wrapper, the packaging, the name, the binder?
I think it's everything in general. But the most important element is what I thought at that time was the use of Medio Tiempo.
Tell us, what is Medio Tiempo for those
Medio
people that might not know?
is the stronger leaf in the plant. I mean, you have ligero and you have a couple of leaves on the top, but you cannot get it in every cigar and every tobacco plantation. Only you get it in those who have a very good development and a very good quality in terms of all the technical activities, developed for that area, for that farm. You cannot get it in every tobacco plantation. Only in the best areas. What we call Vega Fina. Vega Fina means very good land, very good soil, in order to get a very good tobacco.
Okay. Well, everyone, this is part 1 of 3 in the Getting to Know Maique with a Q series. And we're very happy to have him here. And he's actually out on the road doing some events. So look out for Maique and learn more about his life, his experiences, as well as E.P. Carrillo and Casa Carrillo, our very, very esteemed factory. Thank you for joining us. Make sure to subscribe to get the first notices for the following videos. Thank you.